Height has got to be one of the touchiest subjects when it comes to men improving their lives, becoming more attractive, and overall just feeling better about themselves. I'm seeing more and more every single day that guys who aren't blessed with height, blessed with the height genetics of being 6 foot plus or whatever, they're complaining and they're claiming that self-improvement advice doesn't really work, that building a body doesn't really work, and that they're just going to lose regardless. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie as a tall guy myself. I'm 6'3". I was lucky in this regard. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that height doesn't matter, bro. Being tall is not a good thing in life. It obviously fucking is, okay? You get seen more, you have better success in dating because girls just want taller guys in general, okay? You stand out more in public settings, in nightclubs, in bars, in stuff like this. However, being tall is not the be-all, end-all. This is just one component, one factor of the genetics that you have got given. I'm not here to shit on shorter guys. I'm a tall guy myself. I got lucky. However, I'm a strong believer that if you're trying to improve as a man, don't you think that it's beneficial to do everything in your power to level up every single thing that you can? Okay, there are going to be some things that are out of your control. I have a fucking chronic genetic illness, but I'm not going to sit here, throw in the towel and be like, oh fuck, it's not going to work. I'm not going to be able to build a physique. Building a physique's not going to help. Improving myself is not going to help. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to look at the chessboard. I'm going to look at the map and see, fuck, that area is blocked off. I'm never going to be, able to change that. So why not change everything else? Because there are so many different things in your life as a guy. You don't just have height. You have the ability to build your physique, your finances, your mindset, your discipline. Every single factor of your life can be built upon. And there are only a few genetic things which can't be. Height, as an example. Honestly, you have to perceive it like you're playing a video game. Like you're playing GTA 5 right now, yeah? You know how you have your character. You used to have all the different traits, all the different levels like stamina, speed, strength, fighting, money, whatever. Okay? If you were playing the game and you didn't have one thing, if there was one thing that you couldn't level up, like stamina, it was just blocked off, it was just blanked out, you could never do anything to change it, okay? Think of that like your height. Does that mean that you're going to sit there, fucking uninstall the game firstly and never play again because it's not fair? Or just not try and level up all the skills? If you have two balls and a fucking functioning brain, you would understand, oh fuck, I can level up the other stuff. Why don't I become A1, top tier excellence in all these other traits? Then, does it really matter if I don't have the stamina or the height? Think about it like that. You have to be stupid if you're going to dictate your whole life success on one kind of factor and rule out the fact that building yourself, building a good body, and improving yourself in all other realms is not really going to help simply because you're a bit shorter, okay? Yeah, you will have some trouble at the bars. You'll have some trouble in social settings. However, there are guys on dating apps who absolutely mog everyone to death, who make themselves appear taller than they are, and they still get attraction even when the girl fucking meets them in real life and they're not that tall. You can get the success that you want. You can improve as a guy. There is more to attractiveness as a guy than just height. And it only takes a few scrolls on Instagram Reels to see that there are shorter guys, shorter models with really good faces and other attractive features that are outdoing taller guys. If you're shorter, all it means is you're going to have to do a bit more work to fill in the gaps in other spots. But that is the beauty of becoming a man. It'll mean you have an endless supply of shit to work on. You don't want to be the guy who thinks he has it too easy and gets everything handed to him. That is where the weakest men come from. It's the guys with the shit starts who have the best finishes. So if you're short right now, use this as fuel and understand that you can level up so many other things. Stop coping and stop crashing out. I know you're hearing it from a taller guy, but there are genetic things that I have that aren't optimal. I don't have a highly attractive face like some shorter guys are naturally gifted with. I don't have the greatest genetics for sports. I don't have the greatest genetics for other things, but my origins were that of quite an average, if not below average guy, even though I was tall. I was fucking ugly, bro. You just have to keep fucking improving and understand that this is an endless game of improvement. What else are you going to do? Quit? This is about you. This is about doing what you can do. And I just think it's purely stupid to claim that advice like building a physique and becoming more attractive is not going to work for you simply because you're limited by one factor, and that is height. You just simply have to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, could I be better? And are there people in the same position as me who are getting the success that I want? Is there a 5'7" guy somewhere in the world that is getting hot girls, that is having success with dating, that is mogging, that is standing out? Obviously, Are there tall guys that are doing the same? Obviously. Are there fucking guys in like fucking wheelchairs with disabilities doing the same? Fuck yeah. There's a lot of different stuff that goes into becoming attractive and getting success in social life, in dating life, all this stuff. So you can't just sit here. If you're copping out right now, what the fuck are you doing? You're just giving up. You're never going to get the perfect deck of cards in this life. So you have to deal with what you've got and do what you can. You can not have this one thing, but there are 10 million fucking thousand other things that you can level up in life. So stop being stupid. Now, regardless of if you're 5'6" or 6' fucking 5, building a physique will help you regardless. You think that just because I'm a tall guy, I instantly would be able to get girls and have the successes I'm having right now if I never went to the gym. Holy fuck. No, I looked like a fucking absolute Minecraft skeleton, so unattractive, so cooked in the face, but it was building the physique that helped me fix these things. It allowed me to get a more attractive face, it allowed me to become more masculine, more dominant, more confident, all these things. So I could have just sat back and not done anything about it, but even though I'm tall, I still wouldn't be getting the results I am now. You have to do what it takes, whatever it takes, work on things to fix your life and improve however you can and not be consumed by this limiting belief of having some genetic limitation. I think it's just fucking stupid. Even if you're tall, even if you're short, if you have something that is universally attractive, a big aspect of what attraction is ticked off, which is a physique, you're going to get success regardless at some point, okay? Maybe there's going to be taller girls that aren't into you, but there's going to be girls that don't mind you being a little bit on the shorter side if you have built the physique and the discipline to have a lean, ripped, aesthetic body. Shorter guys are actually able to look wider as well because building this physique is all about optimizing for your frame and your perceived size, okay? You don't want to be bloating out like a little bodybuilder because if you're a short guy and you bulk up heaps, then you kind of look weird, okay? But if you're short, obviously one of the constraints and the limiting beliefs is, oh, well, you think you're a short, like small person, okay, and that you don't have a powering like presence. But if you can build a wider frame, build up top so you look more like a fucking Dorito, well, you're going to look better and you're going to take up more space. If you're a shorter guy right now, I know you're thinking like, holy fuck, what the fuck does this guy have business in talking about being short? He's tall, he got blessed. I have a friend, one of my best mates, who is literally like 5'8", 5'9", something like this. And he is literally fucking slaying. He is literally pulling so many fucking hot girls and he's having so much success and he's got a fantastic physique and it's because he focused on building frame and looking like this. There are short guys who are pulling way more girls than taller guys. That's why building a physique tailored for attraction is the best thing that you can do. And the other crucial thing that guys are missing out on is something called the fall off effect or the great separation. They're failing to understand that building a physique will set them up for compounding greatness later in life. Because right now I'm seeing guys who are like 17, 18, younger guys saying that they're getting outmugged or they're getting outperformed by taller guys, okay? Well, you have to think about something. They're getting the results that you want right now, but have you ever thought about what's going to happen in 5 years, in 10 years, when these guys have had it so easy in their life to get attraction and to get the things that you want? They are simply not going to have the drive. It's always the underdog. It's always the guy who has the shittiest genetics, the shittiest starting point that often has the best come up story and wins in the end, okay? So right now you may be thinking, well, fuck, like I'm feeling real bad about myself. Like I'm not tall. I don't have these things. There are guys getting way more results than me. Why do they look so more athletic than me when I'm training? You just have to wait. It's all about the compounding effect. Most of these tall guys right now, they're getting more attraction than you, but they're not getting the desire to train. They have what they want already. They're getting results. So they don't have this burning fuel, this burning desire inside of them to improve their life in all other aspects. No, they're just happy with what they got given and they're having some success. But give it 5 years. Give it 5 years when they keep partying, when they keep drinking alcohol, when they don't follow good habits, when they don't fix their body, but you have been doing all these things in the meantime, well, suddenly they're going to have a fall off. They're going to experience the fall off effect and suddenly you become a more prominent dating option. You become more stand out because as time goes on, the natural genetics that you have kind of don't really matter too much if you haven't been putting in the work to keep improving them. But if you're a guy who started from a shitty position and if you've had a glow up, you've kept trying to build your physique and ascend, no matter what your starting position, if you've leveled up and become a well-rounded guy, you're going to reap the rewards. You're going to actually mug them. even though you might be a shorter guy. I'm seeing this myself. Used to be guys that pulled all the girls. I used to sit back as an ugly little chud and be so insecure and so worried that I would never be like them. Now where are they? I see them walking down their street. They're fat because they fell off. They didn't care. They got comfortable. Okay? You should never get comfortable. And that's why I think that maybe you're short right now. Maybe you have some shit genetic shortcoming. Good. This will fuel you to become better, okay? And in 5 to 10 years, people are going to look at you and be like, holy shit, that guy, we didn't really see him back then, but now these other motherfuckers have fallen off. This guy actually has a good physique. He's working on his style. He's working on his confidence. And then suddenly you can bypass the fact that you might be shorter and that you might not have that one single part of genetics ticked off. So the takeaway is, if you can't get taller, get jacked. Focus on all the other things you can control, because there are guys in this world who don't have height, who don't have the perfect genetics, who are still managing to get success, who are still managing to get the attraction that you also want yourself. But it's just going to take a bit more work and a bit more patience. And it also requires of you to not just build your body, it's to understand how to package yourself properly, how to present yourself, how to boost all your other aspects of attractiveness and masculinity so you can stand out. Because honestly, I believe that it's never over. You have to do what it takes. So you have to be working on something. You don't just want to cop out. I think that is fucking stupid. If you're shorter, get jacked. It's gonna do way more for you than just sitting back and complaining and thinking, well, fuck, I don't have this one thing ticked off out of the 100 things I can level up. It's over. No, it's never fucking over. So I hope this has given you some hope. If you want the blueprint on how to actually build the universally attractive physique and level up your style, level up your presentation, your masculinity, your attractiveness overall, check the link in the description for my community. I'm confident it will help you no matter where you are genetically. I was told, but I still started from a shit genetic standpoint. If I didn't do the things I teach today, I would not have the success that I do. So it's never over. Remember that progress is purpose. Hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.